Watching movies and dying inside. Watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang. Welcome back to Watching Movies and Dyin Inside. Today we're looking at 2000's The Nutty Professor 2, The Klumps, directed by Peter Segal. Now, despite never having seen this film before, the original Nutty Professor, that is to say the 1996 Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy, I must have seen like 3 or 4 times when I was a kid. It was one of those movies that was really memorable, really stuck with me, but by the time the sequel came out, I mean, if I'm being honest, the Klump family was far from my favorite part of the original Nutty Professor, so the fact that they were pretty much headlining this one. The other thing that really stuck in my craw about this movie was Sherman Klump as a new love interest played by Janet Jackson, as opposed to Carla Purdy played by Jada Pinkett, who was in the original. And I mean, Sherman Klump is a very nice, accomplished guy, practically a genius for what he created. But you're telling me that 2 different beautiful women are throwing themselves at this guy? Because I can think of at least 3 major red flags for this guy. 1, his family is a nightmare. Like, the Klumps are just really loud and really gassy. I don't know about you, but that's not my scene. Number 2, the recklessness with which he alters his own DNA in order to lose weight is, I mean, that's ridiculous. He alters his genes. I mean, it's all in good fun, but if you think about it for more than 5 seconds, that's scary. And then 3, I mean, Sherman Klump again. Very nice guy, very personable. Instead of altering his genes, he should just try working out more. You know, the guy does not take care of himself. And I mean, he's a great guy. He's very funny, very sweet. It just stretches credibility that a guy who's not a billionaire has these 2 beautiful women throwing themselves at him within a 4-year span. That just strains credibility for me. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But anyway, I'm excited to finally check out this movie and see how it stacks up to the original, which I haven't seen for a while, but I still remember pretty well. And I guess we're going to go ahead, dive on in, and, as always, hope for the best.
Watching movies and dying inside.
Oh, he's already getting married? I mean, it's odd that they would bring in a new love interest and then go right to the wedding. I hope they explain what happened to Carla Purdy.
Herman, calm down, baby. Save for your honeymoon. Surprise!
Okay, this has to be a dream sequence. I hope this is a dream sequence.
College for the all-girl soccer team. Let me get that for you.
My baby's so gallant. Come here. You gotta go through this.
Develop for these girls, and it's called the all-the-fucking.
They do a pretty good job of making the interactions blend together seamlessly. I'm actually pretty impressed. You know, I was watching it kind of closely, thinking it would be kind of weird, but it looks all right, especially for a movie from the year 2000.
I got to tell you, I'm a jumbo jack man myself, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm loaded with secret sauce. Yeah, come on.
This isn't great.
When I found out you might be leaving, it just got me all messed up inside, you know? I might have said some things I really didn't mean at all. It was like there was another person inside me who didn't appreciate how wonderful you were to me and how special you are to me.
Can't he just explain what happened? I mean, it seems weird she doesn't know about the whole buddy love thing. Couldn't he just say hey, you know that guy I transformed into a bunch of times 4 years ago? Turns out there's some residual damage from messing around with my DNA. It seems like she'd be understanding. How did that happen? Because of a single hair from a dog? I don't get it.
Young man, can you please keep it down just a little bit, because we're trying to watch it.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the theaters. You remember me? It's Buddy in Love. We used to both chase that girl Carla at the same time. You ever hit that?
Miss Purdy and I were just friends.
I guess things just never really went anywhere with Carla Purdy. So that explains why Sherman seemed so kind of lovelorn and driven to make this relationship work. I appreciate the fact that they explain what happened to her.
What the hell you looking at? Huh?
This movie is is a lot to take. It's not as good as the first one. Like the first one felt like it had a lot more heart. This feels like it's more so just structured around wacky stuff for Buddy, wacky stuff for the family, and Sherman at the center of it all. Instead of it being a story about a guy coming to terms with himself and his failings and getting the confidence to, talk to women. I mean, I can see how if you were going to do a sequel, you would focus on the family because they were a highlight of the first film. But did you really need to do a sequel? I mean, I guess, if you want money, sure.
What a beautiful bird.
Oh, Fracas has been in our family more than 50 years.
Oh, 50 years? He's older than I am. Much more difficult.
He's gonna kill that parrot, isn't he? Yep. There we go.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you know what? I think this movie's killing me. This is just really silly in a bad way and not funny at all. Klumps are just too broad to really take seriously, and they're at the center of the movie.
Yes, up. Come on.
What's that, Ron? You're crazy. What the hell is this?
Yeah, this is just a sequel for the sake of a sequel.
Fire in my pants and it's getting muy caliente.
Oh, the thong song. Okay, this movie is like too much. Security guard just got hit with like hamster excrement.
Oh no, please, I'm not that kind of.
Yeah, this movie is terrible. Just to recap, a hamster grew to giant size, fired projectile bowel movements at people, including a security guard, and then forced itself on a human being in a fur coat.
Oh, Sherman. Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch. Oh, Sherman. Oh. 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 Everybody calm down. Just calm down. This is part of the demonstration. Just calm. This is an impressive package for a toddler.
All right, Mr. Toddler, nothing to see.
What the hell is this? This movie is so weird. Yeah, this is this movie is terrible. So that was the Nutty Professor 2, The Klumps. It was so bad. It was like, I didn't even know it was going to be this terrible. Yeah, I was definitely dying inside. I mean, at least it went from being just like kind of a dull slog to get through to ridiculous. The last act might be worth seeing if you want to see something that's completely off the rails, but it's not worth sitting through like 80 minutes to get there. Yeah, ugh, I would not recommend this.
Surprise!